With us going out of town for a convention in Anaheim, California, we decided to put out some interesting information that we've come across in our research. I'm sorry guys, but no big complete stories this week. First up are going to be the weirdest powers that Superman has ever displayed, but I feel like this one needs a little clarification. You see, Superman used to be more of a god than he already is. The writers used to just give him whatever power was needed for the situation, and then they would throw the word super in front of it to make it a superpower. So here are all of the weird ones that I was able to find. If I'm missing any, let me know in the comments down below. Oh, and keep in mind, nowadays, Superman is pretty straightforward without all of these weird powers. So don't go reading the latest episode of Superman expecting him to create midgets. Super diet eating. Superman has stated multiple times that he doesn't need to eat or drink water like humans because he gets his power from sunlight. But he has been shown to eat insane amounts of food at times, like in Action Comics 454 when he ate this mountain of burgers. He states he doesn't need this food, but he mentally craves it. Super telepathy and the ability to push thoughts. In issue 45 of the original Superman run, he was shown the ability to read a villain's mind and then push the idea of the villain releasing him from the cage that he was in. This ability came back in the show Lois and Clark, when it was shown that Kryptonians can talk to each other through their thoughts. Super trapping people in an S symbol? In the movie Superman 2, Superman takes a form of his S symbol off of his chest and then he throws it at Zod and the other Kryptonians, trapping them in this super plastic substance. This power has never been explained, but it definitely ranks as one of the weirdest. Super duplication powers. Back in 1938, Superman had to be in two places at the same time to save Lois and somebody else, so he just made two of himself. Yep, it was simple and quick, and he did it that one time and he's never done it again. But there have been other situations where Red Kryptonite has made a good and evil version of him, and a weird storyline called Red Blue Superman from the 90s, but he never did it like that again, where he just made two good versions of himself. Super singing. At the end of Final Crisis, Superman was able to defeat Darkseid by singing him to death at the exact note of music that Darkseid hated, therefore defeating him with super singing. Super ventriloquism is another power that seems to pop up whenever Superman needs it. He can throw his voice insane distances, and that can only be explained as an actual superpower. This seems to be a prevalent ability in Kryptonians in general because even Krypto the Superdog can throw his barks off so that Superman thinks that his pet is behind a wall. Super shapeshifting happened during the same issue number 45 where the alien trapped him, and then he used his super telepathy to get out. Well, after he was out, he showed that he could literally move the muscles of his face to look like anybody else. In this issue, he made himself look like a pale alien with pointy ears, because that makes sense. The super hunch is a power where he literally just gets a hunch that he's needed. This might explain some of those early Lois Lane needing help things, but the funny part about this is he actually calls it his super hunch. Super weaving is a power that he showed when he wanted to make a wedding gown. I can't find the issue that this panel is from, but here's the panel. He even calls it super weaving. Super time travel is something that he used in the actual Superman movies, when he went backwards so fast that he actually went back in time. But this is something that originally came out of the comics. Here's a panel of Superboy trying to save Abraham Lincoln. Super language skills popped up when he tried to talk to a mermaid and he instantly knew what she was saying. They explain this as his brilliant intellect automatically understanding everything around him. Super intuition has been shown to basically do the exact same thing as spider sense. It warns him of impending danger. Super police reporting is Superman's ability to transmit on police wavelengths whenever he wants to. I guess that's a useful skill if you need the police to be around ASAP. Here's a panel of his super landscaping abilities. I have no idea what the context for this one is, but yeah, Superman gardening services. And here's a panel of him demonstrating his useful super mathematics, which he claims is a superpower, but his math is wrong, because 20 times 16 times 10 equals 3200, not 32,000. And lastly, this one is my favorite, super midget making powers. He apparently has the ability to make small versions of himself with his powers and direct them out of his hands. As he states, these are literally small versions of him with his powers. And now you can understand why it wasn't until recently that I got into Superman. As much fun as Superman is, they've always done some weird stuff with him. Let me know in the comments down below if you found any other weird superpowers that Superman has displayed, or follow us on Twitter at Comicstorian and Instagram at Comicstorian. I'll talk to you guys next time, and check out these other videos that are on the screen right now. You just might like them.